I always do the clap. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are, I think we're 9 weeks exact out from summer shredding. We're gonna hit some chest and shoulders today at the gym. Probably gonna go to the gym downtown, try that out again. But first, pre-workout meal. So what we got here, we got some rice cakes, 4 caramel rice cakes. We're gonna hit that with some almond butter, 20 grams of that. And then a protein shake. So I got the new raw isolate pina colada. This shit is fire. And then of course our creatine by Raw, and then the new EEA Plus for aminos and some hydration. Watermelon grape, pretty gas as well. So if you guys need some discounts there, use my code AFISH, whatever corner you're gonna put it in. So yeah, we're gonna hit these first, and then we're gonna head straight to the gym. All right, guys, we're here at the gym. We're at Lift 365. This is where I do most of my training. Again, we have chest and shoulders today. We're gonna start off with the incline press first. I am getting closer to show, so I think, again, 9 weeks out exactly. So I'm starting to feel a little more tired. My weight's not as heavy as it used to be, which is fine. So I'm just really focusing on the eccentrics, control, the pumps, all that good stuff. Pretty much it. No, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, we're at the incline press here, plate loaded. So we got 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps here, heavy sets. Again, I'm feeling a little weaker lately because again, I'm on no carbs. So really focusing on the eccentric here, that deep stretch more than anything. And try not to press all the way up so I can just hit the chest more and not so much my front delt. So let's just get right into it. So I lied, this is 1 more set left. We're gonna increase it a little bit. I don't know if I can get it, but we'll see. And if I fail, I'm just gonna either partials or maybe a rest pause. Take 10, 15 seconds and try to get some more, just to really get that intensity set in. So here we go, last set. Rest pause it real quick, rest a little bit. I think that was like 8 plus a couple partials. I could have counted wrong. Let me see you get like 2 to 3 good ones. I don't know. Yep, that's all I got. All right, we're done. So move on to flat press now. Machine, probably machine, something machine, flat pressing. So we got that next. We're doing a Panada flat press instead of the other machine. I like Panada equipment. They just move so well, ergonomically, if that's the right word. But we got 3 sets, top set of 8, and then 2 working sets of 10. I also program this for my clients because it's a great way to not only get that heaviest weight out of the way, but you can technically progress faster over time that way. And it's a good way just to shock your body and do something different than your other set. Second set here, rested more like 3 minutes, but now after your top set, you kind of reverse pyramid. Drop the weight, increase the reps a little bit. Still trying to go close, if not to failure here, but the weight's a little lighter. But it still doesn't mean it's gonna be tough, so get as close as you can. I'm like straight white fish and asparagus right now for most of my meals, so it's getting tough, but we're getting lean as fuck, diced. All right, 1 more set. after this. All right, last set there. So moving on, I think we got a high to low chest fly, focus on that low pec, and I think it's a superset with a cable press. I think that's gonna work. I think we got a setup over there. So yeah, we got that next. Let me take a breather and I'll meet you all over there. And we got our superset now, cable, high to low fly, focus on that lower pec, and we're gonna superset with the machine in front of us for a cable chest press. Both these movements, 3 sets of 5. Because they're cables, it's not as heavy, but really focus on slow tempos, good squeezes and contractions, and again, deep, deep, deep stretch. So, might have said that twice. Here we go. Oh, fuck. All right, so that's one set. If you noticed, I did on my knees. Standing or on your knees, they're both great. I prefer on my knees just because it really isolates my chest, taking my legs out of the equation. And I can not only get just better reps, but I can go a little bit heavier and not worry about like stability and all that. So either one's fine, just whichever one works better for you and where you see the most progress over time. So now we're gonna go into the superset here. About 2-3 minute rest, and we'll hit 2 more sets of that. Second set here, we're keeping the weights. If I can get the same or more reps, or just smoother reps, then I'll increase for that third set. But so far, I'm feeling pretty gassed. And I'm starting to get really hot and sweaty here, so it's time, official time to get the tarps off. Show a little bit of extra skin now, so here we go. Fuck. Starting to get tight, bro. Even though I'm losing a lot of body fat, can't take this shit off. Alright. Tarps are off. Let me get this mic here for y'all. Shout out Gymshark. I love this tank. Really shows. Tries off. How are we going? Alright, here we go. Partials. Alright, so definitely on some flies, definitely get the half reps in those partials, because you're most of the time in that exercise, you're in the stretch, which is probably the most important part anyways. So alright, cable press, and then we're done here, and then we got some shoulders. Alright, a little break. We got some overhead pressing, rear delts, lateral delts, and then we're done. Moving on. Alright, so instead of dumbbell overhead press, we're gonna do machine press because I'm feeling tired and I wanna make sure my reps are good, especially those eccentrics. So 4 sets. First one's a top set again. So top set of 8 on the heavier side. And then 3 working sets of 12. So, alright, let's get to it. Alrighty. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're set. Alright. Rear delts, lateral raise, superset. I think it's 3 sets of those. And then we'll be done with the workout. Again, pose down, practice routine before we leave. If you are about to do a show, especially first timer, highly suggest not only get a coach, maybe a posing coach as well, but practice your posing. Like, for me, the routine's actually coming together well, but it's the mandatories where you have to hold that shit. Woo! Talk about cramping the fuck up, so just a little FYI, practice that. So All right, let's go, moving on. We got some rear delt flies on the pec deck machine. So 3 sets of 15. And to speed it up and make it more intense, I'm gonna superset behind us for a single arm cable lateral raise. 3 sets of 12 around there. Just for this particular exercise, really try to set the seat up to where your hands, you're not pulling out way too high. You kind of want to be slightly lower than shoulder level, as if you were doing a cable version. You just hit the rear delts better that way. And then what I like to do, I use the pinky side to kind of drive out, not backwards, and then only go maybe like 3/4 of the way for range of motion. Rear delt's really small, so you don't need to go all the way back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, here we go. All right, that was pretty much failure. I could not get the full range at the end, but that's okay, because it was tough. All right, single arm lateral raise, let's hit that. Single arm cable lateral raise. You wanna start by, you probably have heard this before, hopefully you have, but set the cable up maybe around shin to knee height. So that way you are dragging across the body, not picking up on your traps. So kind of drag your knuckles across the ground, finish slightly in front of the body, and just hit the rear delt or lateral delt more than your traps. So here we go. Let's see, a little. All right, not bad. All right, let's go pose. Find a good corner with light. We're gonna practice some mandatory poses and then a little bit of routine. All right, here we go. We're gonna practice a routine. Let's see if we don't get any mess ups. That's pretty much it. Got some work to do, but that's pretty much it. All right. So, yeah, that's it. Fuck. All right, so we're just gonna stop there. We gotta get home. He's gotta eat, I gotta eat. We're gonna do cardio part 2. After that, eat again, then do my third thing of cardio later tonight. Still try to get, I mean, I got a shit ton of steps to do still, but yeah, I mean, that's our chest and shoulder day on a Saturday. go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, till next time, peace.